Excellencies, Board of the Advisory Council, past chairs, distinguished guests, friends, colleagues, and friends. I am proud of what I have seen. Pakistan Business Council's 20 years journey. What we saw is 20 years of conviction, collaboration, and building what we see of PBC today. And what we see is belief in business. In the past 20 years, PBC has been about building credibility. I believe the next 20 years must be about creating prosperity. This is the story of Pakistan's leading businesses, the companies that employ, invest, and innovate. Here at the Dialogue on Economy 2025, I'm reminded of the importance of belief, and specifically belief in business. It was belief that built the PBC. It was belief that collaboration could overcome cynicism. Belief that Pakistan's private sector could be a force for positive change. 2 decades ago, a small group of business leaders came together with a simple conviction. If we worked collectively, engaged constructively with policymakers, and showcased the excellence of Pakistani businesses, we could help steer Pakistan towards a more competitive and sustainable future. That belief turned a vision into an institution. Through every challenge, from economic volatility to policy uncertainty, it has been belief that has kept us moving forward. Belief in the power of responsible enterprise, belief in the value of research, and belief in the potential of Pakistan. As chair of the PBC, I see that same spirit alive across our membership. Companies that collectively employ millions, generate a third of our tax revenues, drive almost half of our exports, and above all, represent the creativity and capability of Pakistan's private sector. The PBC's journey is proof that when belief is matched with perseverance, ideas become impact. And when belief is backed by genuine partnerships between the public and private sector, that is when we realize Pakistan's potential and unlock prosperity for all. I'm proud that our members contribute around 11% of Pakistan's GDP. Every day I see these firms investing in factories, in supply chains, in services, in digital platforms, training our young people, and raising standards across industries. And I'm worried that these contributions often go unseen or uncelebrated. Because in times of economic stress, it can feel easy to point to business as the cause of inequality, rather than as a partner in solving it. Together, we must challenge and change that narrative. We must make the case clearly and consistently that the prosperity of business and the prosperity of the nation are inseparable. A thriving private sector doesn't mean wealth for a few. It means opportunity for millions. And it is through business that we can realize Pakistan's extraordinary potential. Today, Pakistan ranks around 27th largest based on the GDP. But Goldman Sachs projections show that with stability, reform, and investment, Pakistan could become the sixth largest economy in the next 50 years. I don't have to tell any one of you about the challenges we face: excessive unfair taxation, red tape, low productivity, skepticism towards business, and the profit-making process. And we also stand on immense potential. A young, dynamic population, a strategic location linking South and Central Asia, and industries that compete with the best in the world. So to get there, we must create the conditions for businesses to thrive and business confidence. Investor confidence matters. Predictable rules matter. Fair regulation matters. From government, we need consistent, predictable policy. We need tax and regulatory reforms to reward compliance and formalization, not discourage them. And we need government to address the structural weaknesses that erode competitiveness. When government provides stability and a level playing field, business responds with investment. So let us believe in Pakistan's potential and give our businesses the foundation they need to realize it. Believing in business means believing in partnerships, because progress is not a solo act. It is product of cooperation between government, business, academia, and civil society. At the Pakistan Business Council, we see ourselves as partners in progress. I look at this audience and I see leaders who are bringing evidence, expertise, and practical solutions to the table. To all of you here, I invite you to remember that partnership also requires listening to each other, to our critics, and to those who feel excluded from the gains of growth. The more we listen, the stronger our solutions become. And now is the perfect time for us to have this dialogue, because we meet at the pivotal moment. Pakistan has emerged from a period of macroeconomic stabilization. The challenge now is to move from recovery to renewal, the transition to shift from managing crises to creating competitiveness. The world is being reshaped by artificial intelligence, transition to a greener global economy, and new global trade winds. The question should not be whether Pakistan can adapt, but how we can lead. Imagine a Pakistan where our startups partner with the world's leading companies, where our trade routes are seamless across Central Asia and beyond, and where every province is a magnet for responsible investment. The dialogue is not a forum for reflection. It is a platform for reimagining what Pakistan's next 2 decades could look like. Growth must work for everyone, across every province, every community. Pakistan's young population, creative, ambitious, and resilient, in our most powerful comparative advantage. Yet this advantage will only materialize if we invest in education, technical training, women's participation, and social mobility. Because responsible business is not only about profits, it is about purpose and strong values. Business have a responsibility to empower communities through opportunity. And by doing so, they build trust. And when trust grows, so does investment, employment, and the confidence in the economy. Believing in business is not blind optimism. It is economic logic. And belief also comes with responsibility. When business does not adhere to the high standards of governance, transparency, and compliance, business can undermine its own credibility. So, when I speak of believing in business, I'm speaking of business done right, affirming the standards we all intend to hold ourselves to, so business can fulfill its role as the engine of national progress. You already know the power of PBC companies, but imagine what Pakistan could achieve if more enterprises formalized, if we helped small and medium-sized businesses grow. It could create a virtuous cycle where confidence drives investment, investment drives jobs, and jobs drive prosperity. So that's why this dialogue matters. It is only through open, evidence-based conversation that we can align vision with reality. As chair of the Pakistan Business Council, I have the privilege of seeing Pakistan not only as it is, but as it could be. For 20 years, PBC has believed in business. The next 20 must be expanding that belief in business across Pakistan, helping to create a country that is prosperous, thriving, and can reach its full potential. Not by hoping for prosperity, but by building it. Thank you very much.